Good morning. It's Monday morning. Today is I was going to say August, but it's March 5th. Hey, this is the last week of um, it's not savings time. What do you call this time? Regular time? I don't know. I call it dark ages time. You know, it's chilly out here this morning. It's Bob Lucky Dog Productions. We're up and doing our early morning coffee chat. Hope everybody is having a good Monday morning. If you're up yet, not a lot of people are, but you can be watching this afterwards. So, um, yeah, appreciate everybody that comes on board. What we're about is if you have any just any questions, any thing you want to talk about, we can talk about it. You can leave comments below for if you want to talk. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Just go ahead and just leave your comments below. We'll talk about anything, campers, road treks. We'll talk FPV flying, um, you name it, cooking, whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about it. So that's what this live stream's all about. There's just chatting and just like sitting around the coffee shop in the morning and chatting and seeing what's going on. I had to put a extra shirt on this morning because it was so cold. Let's just let's see what the temperature is here. What's the temperature in DeLand, Florida?
In DeLand, it's clear and 43, with partly sunny skies and a high of 71 in the forecast.
Well, 71's not bad. That's about what it made it to yesterday. In the middle of the day, it wasn't too bad. The air was blowing and was kind of cool, but it did get a little warm. Then it got cold just right away. So I thought we were over all of our wintertime cold weather, but I guess we're not. Up north, I think it's still cold. Let's see what it is and what's the temperature in Worcester, Ohio.
There's a flood warning in effect until 4 p.m. tomorrow. In Worcester, it's clear and 25, with mostly cloudy skies and a high of 39 in the forecast.
Now it's 25, 39 high. They've still been having a lot of flooding going on up there. You get that this time of year. You get snow and then it snows, then it floods. Let's sneeze. See if my dog barks. Yeah, see? You ever see a dog that every time you sneeze they bark? She does that always. I don't know what. Now if Sue sneezes, give her a minute to calm down. If Sue sneezes, she doesn't bark, but she does when I sneeze. It takes her a minute to calm off, but that's just kind of her thing. Is like, I don't know. She thinks I'm in trouble or what. It's crazy there, but that's Abby. Abby's a boisterous. She's a Sheltie, and she likes to talk a lot, and that's what Shelties do. Abby was a rescue dog. She came from Tennessee, and from what I heard, the people got her. She barked too much. They didn't want her, and it's like she's a cute little puppy. She was about 6 months old when I got her, and I've had her ever since. But some people don't research your dogs. What kind of dog? What are you going to use? Have your dog around? I mean, dogs are part of the family, and so if they bark, you have to be able to put up with that for anywhere from 10 to 20 years, depending on the dog. If you ever get a dog, make sure you're going to keep it. It's not fair to the dog if you don't. So, well, anyway, so let's see if she has anything interesting. Tell me something interesting.
It's a special day for Circle Kind. On this day in history, a handsome circumference was patented, the hula hoop.
The hula hoop. Remember hoop hoop? Shoot, shoot the hula hoop. They've been around for a long time. They're not really all that easy to operate. I mean, when you're younger, you can, but when you're older, it's like try to get those hips moving around there. I don't think I could do it anymore. Use them for all kinds of different things. We race those the little tiny drone things. We use them as a gate, fly through them. That's fun. But yeah, hula hoops kind of cool. Let's see what's going on. I like to been trying to do some of this trivia in the mornings here, and so I just kind of go down and read what's going on. So to this day, March 5th, 1963, Patsy Cline died in an airplane crash. And some of you older ones, you probably remember that. So Patsy Cline died in that airplane crash today. 1933, Adolf Hitler, Nazi, won almost half its seats in the German elections. So 1933 is when Hitler took power. So that's pretty interesting. 1991, the Gulf War. Baghdad radio announces that Iraq has avoided the annexation of Kuwait and would return to Kuwait assets. So that was the Gulf War back then. I'm not reading them all, just some of them. 1886, the Senate was going to impeach Andrew Johnson. That happened in 1868. So birthdays, Andy Gibb for your Bee Gee lovers. Today was Andy Gibb's birthday, 1958. Let's see, some of these people say I don't really know who they are, and so I just kind of go down through it, and probably a lot of you know who they are, but I don't, so I can't talk about them. Right. So deaths, well, Patsy Cline, Joseph Stalin died on this date in 1953, and let's see some of the other ones. Andy Samuel, he was an actor, one of the Little Rascals. He died in 1992, was part of our gang. You used to watch them, Little Rascals. They were fun. That was kind of things we watched when we were kids. So that was kind of interesting. In 1960, Elvis started his 2-year stint in the he was discharged today in 1960 from the Army. He spent 2 years in the Army. In 1969, it's kind of interesting. Jim Morrison was arrested by Dade County a few days after his performance in Miami. He was charged of one of the felonies and 3 misdemeanors related to indecent behavior and display on stage. So they actually arrested him for indecent behavior there when he was performing. And I never heard of this one. 1908, a USA school fire. 165 kids were lost in Cleveland, Ohio school fire on this day. The event occurred at Lakeview School in Collinwood, and it was thought that was the first tragedy that originated from the school furnace. Or later, evidence says it started beneath a hall stairway between the basement and first floor. Basic kids were smoking. I never heard that. It came from just below Cleveland, and so, but I've never heard of that. What? Oh, let's see what else is going on here. 1966, a Japan plane crashed in Mount Fuji. There was a 1973 France mid-air collision. Mid-air collision between 2 Spanish aircraft over France happened when aircraft controllers are on strike. And there was 68 of them died in that. That was quite a tragedy there. Korea peace talks, 97. 1997, representatives of North Korea and South Korea met for the first time in 25 years to talk about peace. I think they need to do that again. Maybe they are. I don't know. He's quiet down a little bit there, but kind of a troublemaker. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see what else we got down through here. Did pretty much it. Who was born? Elaine Page. I don't know who she was. Harrison. So anyway, that was a few things that was going on in today's history on it. I hope everyone had a good weekend. We took the road trek and went over to Sorrento, Florida, which is just kind of north of Orlando, to a CFL FPV meet. FPV means first person view, and I've talked about this before in the mornings, but that was fun. Fly airplanes and drones with goggles on, and it was pretty cool. I got a video up. Check out my video with the CFL FPV there. It was pretty fun. I did some 4K video and I used my a GoPro and my smooth. I still love that smooth. It's just smooth along. Yesterday, Walmart had this little selling these little 360 cameras, and so I wanted one of those a couple of years ago, and the price was good, so we picked one of these up. And actually, I did post a 360 uh, thing yesterday, and check it out there. It was on yesterday on my page there. Just kind of did a little tour around the house, but it's really cool. You can take your finger. There's different ways you can operate a 360 when you're watching it. Um, if you have your phone when watching it, you can actually you can move your phone around during a 360 video, and it'll change the view that you're looking. You go up and you'll see up and down, and so that's pretty cool. You can also take your finger and move it around with your finger on that. Or if you're watching on a computer, now this computer is a touchscreen computer. You take your finger on the screen and move it around, or you can hold down, put your screen on a spot, and hold down your I believe it's your left mouse button, and move with your mouse around and see different views and that. One of the coolest things, I got a pair of, let me see, I can reach them up here. These are virtual reality glasses. Um, you can buy these things really cheap. Walmart has them, a lot of discount stores have them. But what you do is this: if you're doing a 3D thing, you put your cell phone in here, start your picture up, get it running, slip it in here. I can get it just right. I'm trying to do it and I can't get it in. Probably backwards. Well, I tell you they're easy, but you can see how I'm struggling with just putting it back together. There he goes. I'm just hitting it wrong. And anyways, with it running, and you put this actually upside down, supposed to go this way, uh, and then you can look at it, and then you will move around with a 3D picture, and it'll move with you, and it's kind of like you're right there. Virtual reality goggles on it, and they're pretty cool. So I did that with my video yesterday. It was like that was cool, just like I was walking around the yard and stuff there. So hey, go in there, check out my 3D or 360. It's 360 and 3D is kind of similar, but check that out. My video. I'm gonna be doing more 360 videos on it. So that's something fun I was working on yesterday. I also did another cool video where this webcam I'm using does this background screen, and you can change your background to whatever you want. And I did a fun little background. All the dogs are waking up right now. The neighbor dog, he's coming out. He'll come out and bark. I think they talk to each other. I think they come out there in the morning. He says, "Hey, I'm awake," and they hear each other. And so our dogs will bark back at them. Their morning routine. Dogs are like human. They have a morning routine. We get up and have our coffee for our coffee chat, and dogs have their little talk. My dogs get fed first thing in the morning, so they're just like they're ready to get up in the morning, ready to get going, and whatever that's their routine on it. So today is going to be kind of chilly. We didn't go out and fly airplanes. I mean, we went to the FPV meet, but I didn't go to our field and fly it this weekend. It's just been too cold. Same way today. It's going to be too cold. I hope it warms up. Bike week's coming in town. There'll be a lot of campers coming in. The campgrounds get full around here. The hotels get full. Bikers will be running up and down the streets there and having a good time. Hopefully, it'll be a nice, warm week for them, and they'll be able to enjoy it. They come down. They put their bikes in trailers. Some of them ride them down from north. I had friends years ago used to come down to Daytona from Ohio, and they'd ride their motorcycles down. But a lot of bikers, they'll haul them in a trailer and bring them down, ride around, haul them back. But it'll be a busy week or so here around the Daytona area. They're actually all over. They're down in New Smyrna. They're over here in DeLand. We have a big bike rally on Saturday here at DeLand. We try to do several videos downtown. We'll take our motorcycle down here on Saturday morning. But yeah, they're just all over the place there. It's just full of motorcycles this time of year. It's fun. I like it. There's a few people that live locally don't like them, but they just think they're open minded. They're cool. They're fun. They got the economy. They have their own incidents. They get carried away and there's things goes on, but it's not that bad. Not really a major trouble on it. They're probably one of the least problems that I think in all the events that Daytona has in the spring. The spring breakers will be coming in. Those are young people, and they get achievement. What's weird about spring breakers, and this happens just about every year, they get on these balconies over here at the condos and stuff along the ocean, and they fall off. They've been hurt and killed and everything else. It's like, why are they hanging off the balconies? I don't get that. Because I don't get what a lot of things kids do. It doesn't click, make sense to me why they do what they do. But yeah, that's kind of a crazy thing. But they do that and get themselves hurt and get themselves in trouble there. Another thing, the young kids will want to drink. They get out on the beach, and you're not allowed to have alcohol on the beach, but the beach patrol will catch them, and they most of the time I don't know that they might have been doing some arrests there, but I think a lot of times they just take it away from them, pour it out, say we don't allow drinking on the beach there, but they try it every year. There's Kathy. She always at one point joins the coffee chat. She is going here and is going to do an itch and watch me talk to y'all. Well, hey, you guys, send some comments. Give me more to talk about here. Join the conversation. Um, if you're not subscribed to my page, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all my subscribers there. Every one of you there, I appreciate you coming. I got some new ones that's been coming on. Welcome any of the new subscribers there. So again, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Join us live. I mean, even if you can't join us live, I know I do these early. It's 6 o'clock or so. Sometimes earlier, I'll start them up. So, but if you can't join us live, come on board and leave questions, and you can watch us the next day, and we'll talk about your questions. And it's almost like you're here live. We still pose the same thing there. So yeah, leave some questions there. What are you doing? Some things. I know we have. I have a lot of the camping people, the Class B vans and campers and road treks, and got a lot of people from the radio control people that watch the videos. We get just the whole thing. I do some cooking videos. I like them because I like to cook. You know, I might try something today with this fake lobster. I believe I talked that yesterday. I'll try and make a video making fake lobster with codfish instead of lobster. Really a lot cheaper than buying lobster. So I don't know, we might try that today. It's going to be a cool day. Probably won't be venturing outside a whole lot. So we're going to be maybe doing that for one thing today. I was hoping to, actually was going to go out flying field today, but it's just a little too cold for me. I'm Florida too long. I've been here 20 years and my blood's cold now. So I complain when it's cold. Y'all know that watch me all the time. So, well, that's pretty much what we have for this morning. I hope everybody's enjoying their Monday. I know some of that's back to work day Monday, and it's us retired people. It's every day's always have something we can be doing here. Making it there, and I'm gonna be doing some more of those. So we'll see everybody tomorrow and have a good Monday.